Well, hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Double Murder. Quit creeping, boy. I know you're trying to prove your brother's innocence, but all this creepy creeping.
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother at Scotland Yard?
Yes, I did.
Is he all right?
All this creepy creeping's not good, man. It's kind of makes you look a little suspicious.
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
All right.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
And as am I. Let's go talk to this guy again. Admittedly, I don't really know right now.
Anything else you would like to know, Mr. Holmes?
Nope. Okay. Yes, who did the murder? So it was a double murder. And, oh, yeah, well, right, because we're like, well, you know what? It actually could have just been Chapman. Could have been. Well, what do we have that we can... We need to find a use. A piece of wood that was found stuck between the cobblestones near the dead body. This guy is wood. Look at this guy's wood. This guy is nice wood. I don't know. All right. It's so dark. It's so hard to tell. This is the recreation thing. Nope. I want this thing. Do I? Does this woman sell things that, like, is there any point in talking to her again?
Such a young man, and already a murderer.
Well, we don't really know that, do we? I do think it's probably, we have discovered some stuff since we talked to Chapman last. And so... like, nothing that's incriminating towards him, I don't think. But some stuff that kind of, like, maybe helps corroborate his story. And so, the carriage ride to Scotland Yard is lickety-split. So maybe we want to talk to him. Is there any other... We looked at his belongings. So maybe we want to talk to him again. Maybe there's some more details he can give us.
Tell Wiggins.
Nope.
That'll be fine.
There's no reason to go in there.
Mr. Holmes?
And... alright. I'm pretty sure they just murdered each other. That's where I'm...
Mr. Holmes, what is the trouble with that lad? Isn't he guilty of murder?
What? Shapes of noses. This is like the highest paid guy on the force. And there's no bodies down here. Nobody's down here. That's still a mystery room of darkness. Is there a purpose in going back to Baker Street? I don't know. Something we can do with the wood at our... no. I feel like there's nothing to do with the wood in our laboratory little setup. It doesn't make a lot of sense. And what are we going to do? Go to our encyclopedia and look up wood? I see 1800s. What is there that's made of wood?
My analysis table.
Right.
It is useful for my work.
Not this time. Nope. Nope. So it has to be whatever we're supposed to be doing right now. We have to be supposed to be doing it at the scene of the crime. Oh, I'm not reading I got a different book. I'm not reading Crimes and Punishments anymore. I finished it. Look at that. Okay. Okay, so who are you? That is the Mad Hatter. So I think we really just need to, like... We really just need to make sure that we have explorificated every possible morsel. What just happened?
Why are you looking at me all the time like that?
I'm just watching you, lad. I never know what to expect from people like you.
People like me?
Straight rats.
Yes, street beggars and thieves.
That was close.
I ain't a thief.
Oh, no? Then where did you get whatever it is that you're gnawing on? I very much doubt that you bought it.
What ain't seen can't hardly be stolen.
That's about as crooked as cops come, I think. You know, I mean... The kid's... Like, sure, he probably stole whatever it is he's eating. But what is the alternative? The kid starves?
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr.
So
Holmes.
now do I just had to leave and come back?
I'll do anything to save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
No. So what was I supposed to... Am I stupid? What was I supposed to get out of what we just witnessed?
The bullet struck.
So it definitely was a bullet. Like, is the piece of wood that I have, is there a way to interact with it with the bodies? Like, is someone holding something that makes us go, oh, he has a thing of wood? No. So, I have a feeling the fact that this is left open to us means... These are made of wood. Means that maybe we need to take a closer look. Ha-ha! He has books. He's guilty. Oh, and it's broken.
A perfect match.
So he was down in the street.
So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
Gonna have to break his legs.
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here a short while ago.
Or trying to hide something. So. Okay, so. He opened the window. He was like, what the bloody hell? Oh, there's a lot here. Okay, no. Sorry, not you. So, he was lying in bed, threw something into the fire. Took something, placed the broken stick. Okay, so he got up from bed. And then took something. No. No. And he went to the window. And then he was like, what the bloody hell's going on down there? And so then he went down. Probably grabbed a stick. He approached the bodies and took something. And then came upstairs. Placed the broken stick. Came over here. Cut up whatever it was that he just took from the shelf. And then tossed it into the fire. Let's see. What the hell is that? Beatrice, is that you again? And then he comes in. Oh, I get too old for this shit. I gotta move to Liverpool. Holy crap, could he walk any slower? You there, young boy. Fetch me the biggest turkey from the window in the place. Yes, sir. It was a Christmas Carol reference, in case you didn't, you know. And then he's like, I'm going to hobble down these steps. This is... Oh, I can fast forward it. Oh, now he looks like one of those demons where they, like, walk slow and then really quick for a second and kind of, like, glitch out. Hi. Are you alright? Are you alright, Sonny? Bloody hell. I mean, so it's definitely got something to do with this guy. Like, why the hell is he lying about stuff? And then he comes over here, and he's like... he puts the broken stick down, grabs something, comes over to the table, can't afford scissors, so he takes his best knife and begins to cut, and tosses it into the flame.
So Mr. Turner used a book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find?
What? Well, it's a good thing he can only afford so many books. Fat prints?
I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this book. Let us take a closer look.
Must have been eating KFC. Oh man, I haven't had KFC in like...
Well now,
forever.
What a find. A precious jewel, concealed inside a book.
KFC is the type of thing... KFC is delicious to eat when someone else has bought it, you know? But you don't want to... No one's going to go out, like, you know, a bucket of chicken, some fries, and some macaroni salad or whatever the hell. It's like $40. You know, so KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, is delicious. Don't get me wrong. But if I'm going to spend $40 on myself for dinner, I'm getting something nicer than KFC, you know?
A bracelet with a unique ram's head design. A distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts, probably of the Hellenistic era.
This game's got a lot of, like, ancient artifacts and stuff. You know? I'm guessing I need to go to check my dialogue. Okay. Yeah, I guess we can talk to him. I'm assuming we'll also need to check our you know, encyclopedias and stuff, archives at some point.
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age. And when the situation
Show me.
requires it, Mr. Holmes.
Show me. You have a limp. Yeah, you limp.
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Oh, time can pull tricks on you.
All right. Tell me the truth.
And what of everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
You're a liar. Yeah.
Mr. Turner, you were not sincere with me. Not then, and not now.
But Mr. Holmes...
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Leighton Chapman through the window, but you also noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler. And when you heard the whistles, you hurried away.
You're a grave robber.
That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious jewel inside a book.
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad. I'm just a poor man. When I chanced upon the bracelet, I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money. I was desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
You made a mistake by lying to me. But you are not a criminal. I believe that. Although I must return this bracelet to its rightful owner.
What? Isn't that kind of for us to decide? Okay. So I do need to, I need to search my archive to find out who that actually belongs to. Can I tell just be like, hey, that guy.
It would be my pleasure.
Nope. That guy stole a bracelet. I feel like the game is making the decision not to turn him in. Which is a decision that I feel like has now been taken away from me, which is BS. Absolute BS. Man, the ride is so... The loading screens on this case. Woo! Alright. Newspaper? Maybe? There'd be something in the newspaper about... And then what's the other one? Research? I really don't know. Could be something in the newspaper about, like, someone buying it. Or, like, a certain magazine. An antique golden bracelet that was found in Mr. Turner's flat. It is decorated with distinct ram heads. Rammy bracelets. Religious symbols, skulls, and crossbones. No. Newspaper. The purchase of a really nice bracelet. Nope. Cannibals. Good lord. Hellenistic treasure
That
stolen.
is not the one I need.
Okay. Kind of seemed like maybe it might have been, just because, you know. No. 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 So encyclopedias. Art and architecture, no. Technology, history, medicine, probably history.
That is not the one I... That is...
No?
That is... That is... That is...
Okay. Economic science? Arts and architecture. Oh, probably the museum. Yeah. These beautiful antique jewels represent a part of the Hellenistic treasures collection. Depicted, good lord. Depicted are the 5 heads of the mountain rams upon a bracelet, necklace, and ring, each made of pure gold. The 5 rams of Mytilene have been missing from the museum since 1885.
Here it is.
What year is it now? It's like 87
I
or
need
something,
to
right?
continue my research in my archives.
Well, yeah, it's in the newspaper. We saw the thing about the treasure, and I was like, oh, okay, so I was just ahead of the game then. Where is it? The Hellenistic treasures were stolen yesterday evening while being transported by cab on their way from the British Museum to the Glassford Fine Art Exhibition. Pawn shop owner Kenneth Butler contacted Scotland Yard that night and provided information regarding gentlemen who had attempted to sell him a collection of historical art at his pawn shop in Church Street, which I'm guessing we're heading to. Probably there and the museum. The police have since captured the described man, a professional thief by the name of Vincent Foley, who had been in the process of escaping London via the port. He was recognized by the surviving driver of the cab that had transported the collection of Hellenistic treasures. Vincent Foley refused to confess as to where the remainder of the treasures were hidden. He was eventually imprisoned, the lost treasures still to be found.
Here it is. One of the victims, Kenneth Butler, was involved in the story of the stolen Hellenistic treasures. A visit to his pawn shop should tell me more.
I should think so. And it's not too far from where the murder happened. So, the plot is thickening. It's definitely not the kid. And I doubt it's the old man. I think whoever it is, we've yet to... I still think they just shot each other, actually. To be honest. But maybe we need to uncover why that might have happened. Hello? Uncle Ebenezer? Oh yeah, we have that key.
Mr. Butler's key matches the lock. Perfect.
Well, it's Mr. Butler's door, so... Mr. Butler. That was my first principal in, like, elementary school for, like, the first 4 years of my schooling career. Then Mrs. Lychek. She was terrible. Mr. Butler was, like, the softest, gentlest, kindest being. Miss Lychek was, like... She was an evil, evil witch. Okay. Let's just root through all your stuff. I mean, there's expensive stuff in a pawn shop. Oh, that's one of the things.
Ram's heads. This necklace belongs to the 5 Rams of Mittelin collection. Interesting. That means that Kenneth Butler owned a part of this collection all this time, 10 years after the theft.
Oh, it's like 1895. Okay. So maybe he's a little crooked. Hello? Is that, or has that ever been the proper spelling? Or is that... Let me know in the comments. Or is he just, like, uneducated? Is that what that's trying to tell us? I remember you once told me about 3 pieces of gold jewelry with ram heads from ancient Greece. You still got them, right? Well, good news for you. I've found a man loaded with money who's crazy about those jewels. He's ready to fork out a small fortune. I can arrange a meeting with this money bag for you, but I want you to cut me in on the deal. I'll be waiting for you at the crossing of Great Alley and Half Moon Street on Sunday evening before the fireworks. That's a thing.
It looks as though Mr. Butler kept a careful record of his operations.
Even his crooked ones. Just good. We're not going to look at it, though. Here we are. A perfect record of everything he's ever done. Probably not worth looking at, though.
This is exactly what we need in order to imitate the flash of the fireworks.
Right. Lucky. Look at the coincidence. It's a good thing we came to the pawn shop. I'm stuck. Am I stuck? I feel stuck. It's a very little pawn shop. Like, this is the building. Where does he pee when he has to pee? He doesn't have a washroom. He doesn't have a little, like, staff fridge. Oh. No? I thought maybe there was an upstairs. Climbing equipment.
These tools are exactly what I need to climb the wall.
Wow, this has been quite a fortuitous raiding of a dead man's shop. I would think. And can I leave? Hey, can anyone here tell me anything about Mr. Butler? I know. He's no longer principal. All right. So we can conduct 2 separate experiments now at the scene of the crime. We can climb the wall to help us examine the bullet hole. And furthermore, we can shoot a flare up into the sky. Because there were fireworks that night, so we need to, like, recreate the conditions as best we can. Here we go. I'm just gonna...
Wiggins, my lad, what are you doing here? You'd best be leaving and be quick about it.
I've done nothing wrong. You'd learn more by watching Mr. Holmes. He knows exactly what he's doing. Not like you.
Oi, watch your tongue.
The cop seriously just has it out for that kid. I think it's kind of what it comes down to. Hey, I'm gonna shoot a flare. That hunky-dory with you?
Constable Marrow, Watson, I would like to perform another kind of reenactment with your help.
I'm listening, Mr. Holmes.
I want to check if Leighton's testimony can be trusted. If someone could vanish into thin air at a specific moment.
But Holmes, I don't see how.
I am going to be the mysterious gentleman whom Leighton followed. I will stand exactly where he saw him before he was blinded by the flash. Watson, you will be Leighton. When I fire the signal flare, you should start to chase me.
I understand, Holmes.
You, Constable Marrow, just play your part and do exactly as you did. Just, please, wait 5 seconds after the signal flare. I doubt that Polly Powell would have screamed any earlier.
As you say, Mr. Holmes.
Let us begin, then. Catch me if you can.
Ooh, getting cocky. All right. What? Find a spot. Find a spot to climb the wall.
The moon illuminates this wall. Anyone trying to climb it would be easily spotted by Constable Marrow.
Okay. What about this wall?
This wall is cast in shadow. It would be difficult to see anyone scaling it.
Right. What the hell kind of flare is that? Okay. This has turned into a mini game. Really?
I can barely see anything.
Watson doesn't notice me struggling, making all this noise, clinging it into the brick.
Are you there?
Oh, did I goof? I thought I was gonna fall and die. What? I hit.
I should try climbing faster.
Well, you know. Okay. Yep. Yeah.
I can barely see anything.
I still feel like this is not the best indicator of, you know.
Holmes?
It feels like what's happening
Are you
here
there?
is fairly... Yes. This is just more proof that Watson is an idiot?
Where is he? My God, a man can't just disappear like that.
Watson's a total idiot. Why do we have him employed with us?
Holmes? Holmes? Where are you?
I'm Batman.
I cannot see you, Mr. Holmes. Dr. Watson, it seems that Mr. Holmes has disappeared.
Don't worry, gentlemen. I am up here, above your heads.
How on earth did you get up there, Holmes?
I am using crampons and a climbing axe, although the person we are looking for did not leave any traces of such tools. Constable, is there any way to get to the top of this building?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, I can show you. The door to the building can be found from Whitechapel Street.
Gentlemen, I am on my way down.
Yeah, so he probably went up and then just ditched everything on the roof. So maybe they didn't shoot each other, and the guys, there's a criminal we just haven't found yet.
These shards of glass are from the window above.
What would we do without Sherlock? He used his fabric, his jacket, to stop him from getting cut on the window.
A cluster of thick black threads. They're unusually strong. I should examine them under the microscope.
Of course we should.
It's empty.
Shouldn't we climb up through the window and check out the roof?
Someone broke through the window to get inside the attic, but in his haste he ripped his jacket.
Well, let's send it to the lab for DNA.
We can conclude that the person whom Leighton saw climbed up the wall, broke into the attic window, and escaped through the hatch.
All right, let's deduce some things. So there was a wall climber, and that kind of makes sense. Leighton saw a guy, and then he disappeared. Leighton Chapman's statement regarding the mysterious jacketed man who participated in the shooting of the half-moon was proven to be true. The witness testimonies and the crime weapon clearly point to one possible culprit. No, I don't think so. I mean, they don't clearly point to that. Long lost art and Butler's jewels. Okay, 2 victims. Kind of what I thought. Yeah. The search for the missing Hellenistic treasures could be the motive for the crime. That was committed in Half Moon Street. Mr. Turner picked up the bracelet directly after the murder, but the ring is still missing. The violent crime committed in Half Moon Street could have had a personal motive. It could have. I'm thinking it more than likely did. Clearly point to one possible culprit. And I don't think those... No connection there. All right. We still didn't find any climbing gear. Unless he, like, stashed it in the boiler? No? Why wouldn't he stash it? I mean, besides the obvious, that's how you get caught. But... Okay. Is there anything else? Or is it literally just that door? There's no other reason for us to be here.
Locked.
Well, it is a private residence.
Locked.
You know? People are finicky that way.
This mirror is turned towards Half Moon Street.
Ah.
Such a young man, and already a murderer.
Which would have what? And do we think this was all, like, super creatively planned? Or if the mirror plays a role, was that just dumb friggin' luck? Looks like it might have been.
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
All right, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Next time, we're going to look at some rope under a microscope. In case you were wondering what rope looks like under a microscope. I know I always have. I'm getting caught on things. And until then...
I wish this crime had never happened, Mr. Holmes.
What, the crime of you stealing the bracelet? I bet you do. Because I'm going to lock you up, stupid. But until I do,